Well, a very exciting day. We're here at the new Bombing of Darwin Harbour and Royal Flying Doctor Service tourism attraction at the wharf. Tony, it looks fantastic.
It's just great, isn't it? I've been waiting for a long time for this to open, and today hasn't failed to disappoint. It looks great.
And it is so high tech and really like nothing you've ever seen before. It's world class.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that was one of the things that we absolutely insisted upon when we went down this track, is to have something that's really, it is world class, leading edge technology, and I think people will just love it.
And the Royal Flying Doctor Service have invested more than $4 million in this facility. It looks great. 2 iconic stories in one iconic location.
Nice little tagline, and I think, you know, it's absolutely symbolic of what this place is all about, so great representation.
And there's so much inside here, really, the virtual reality, the holograms, stories of the bombing of Darwin, but also the Royal Flying Doctor Service story as well.
Yeah, and look, you know, I think you just can't understate what the Royal Flying Doctor Service has done throughout Australia, particularly in the Northern Territory. So for us to have the opportunity to work with the RFDS, for them to manage this facility for us, and, you know, to be successful in winning the tender to do that job for us, I think is just a great marriage for us. It's, as you said, 2 iconic stories in one great location.
And why has Tourism and Tea kind of helped get this new attraction off the ground? Why is it so important?
Well, I think for us, it's about creating new product in the Northern Territory, and it's so important we continue to do that. Highly competitive marketplace. We've got to give people, you know, terrific reasons to actually make that investment to come to the Northern Territory. We've got to actually really help our existing operators too to improve their product, which we've done through the infrastructure grants. So that's been terrific for us. But the real key for me is that we've sort of forgotten the story, the great World War II heritage and history of the Northern Territory, and what it really meant from Australia's point of view as being the front line for World War II. And so this is a trigger for us, I think, to bring people's attention back to that. We know throughout the world there's a growing interest in World War II heritage content, and particularly from the younger generation. We think this will be the trigger to get people's attention back here.
So we hope that the tourists will come here, visit the new attraction, but then, you know, go down the track to Adelaide River, Katherine, and look at the whole range of other historical World War II kind of sites across the territory.
That's absolutely right, because the story just wasn't about Darwin. The story's about the whole Stuart Highway, and there's some great attractions and sites along there. We're actually kicking off a campaign there in the next few months. We've got about over $200,000 allocated for that, which will just bring the whole story of World War II heritage in the Northern Territory to life and to people's attention. This will be, you know, I guess, a great bookend for that, but it's as I said, today is about creating that trigger for people's interest, and then we'll tell the broader story going forward.
Well, it's a fantastic new facility. We hope that everyone comes down and checks it out, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Lisa.